go to the image enhancement when it comes to raster. So on this case, I am going to use the Landsat. So you are going to use your own Landsat, the one you downloaded to do land use land cover classification. So for the sake of indices calculation, I'm going to add all the Landsat band. So I'm going to add band 1, band 2, band 3, band 4, band 5, band 6, band 7, band 8, band 9, band 10, band 11. So all the band you have here, I'm going to add them. So in this order, so I'm going to add all the band. So don't worry about where I am, because the location of the data is not Nigeria, but you are still going to use the same thing of your choice. Like the same way you use your own, use the same thing I'm using based on the location you are. But what I'm saying is that this particular location is not Nigeria, so you are going to use what you have. Is that okay? So now today we are talking about enhancements. We are going to be using, when you get here, when you add all the band, you can choose not to add it, but I just want to add it like this so that we could be on the same shoe. So I am going to be using here. I might not use all of them, so I'm probably going to use, I don't want to clip for the sake of time and rest of them. So I'm not going to clip, but I'm going to go to the imagery here, window here. When you get to window, you will see this image analysis. This open the image analysis window working when you are working with imagery. So here for you, if you click on it, it will open. For me, I've already opened it. Is by the left hand side here for me here. So once you open the image analysis, you will see here, you can see the same imagery here. The same imagery I added, all of them have been arranged here. And if you go up like this, you can see all of them are checked. Each of the imagery are checked. And if you open up here, you can see the band 1, band 2, band 3, band 4, band 9, band 10, band 11. So you can see all of them here. So what do we mean by image? So if you click on any of the image here, you can see this has been activated. If none of those are clicked, you can see it is not activated. So we are going to be doing a few things here. I want you to take a critical note of this. Now the first thing I'm going to remember, when we're doing band composite, so we went to raster here. You remember we went to raster management here, and we went here to raster, and when we get to the raster here, we went to raster processing, and we go to band composite. Remember this? So we're able to do image composite, where we use our land use land class classification. But in today's, I'm going to use image analysis. And here in image analysis, you remember that we're supposed to use band 4, band 3, band 2. Now in this order, you see that this order is not arranged in a perfect format. And if I want to arrange it in perfect format, I will have to come to the table of contents to arrange them. So that means I need to return the table of content here, where we have band 3. So you can see here band 3 here, band 4, you can see it here. So if I rearrange it like this order, so that means I need to drag for on top this and just like that. But I want to leave it by default, because your own might come in default. So to get that done, so you go to image analysis here, and you see band 4, band 3, band 2. I hold shift and select 3 of them. Remember image composite, so this will be activated. When you click here, you see here this is mask. So you use this to clip imagery. This is what we call here, if you hover over this processing here, it will be here. You will see the processing here. This is clip. And if you move over, this is mask. This is image band composite. So if I click on the band composite, it will automatically make that band composite for me. You see, I select 432. Remember that 432 is the color combination of natural color that we need to have. You remember what we did many times ago when we talk about band composite. So that's exactly what we're going to do, the same thing now. So if you select the imagery here, you can see that GIS Geos here, we say something like I think this is it. So we talked about band combination, so which you can always go to internet and type band combination of Landsat 8. So I'm using Landsat 8. So this is what I used last time. So when you go here, so you see that we are using 432, so which is going to give us natural color. So I am in 432 here, which is natural color. So if you look here, you will see that this is a natural color, but because of the band arrangement, that's why it is not showing naturally. So here, remember the first band according to the arrangement here is 2. So I need to change this 2 to 4. So the last one here, these have been changed. The second band here is 3, which is correct. because the second one is 3, which is correct. The third one here, as you can see here, is supposed to be what? Instead of this, is going to be 1. So once I select that, this is going to give me a natural color. So you see here now that I'm having a purely natural color up here. So you can see this is a pure natural color. So this is a way you can use image analysis to do band composite. Instead of you going into your PC to start going into here to look for it, this is the fastest way to get it done. Now we are talking about image enhancement. Now if you look at this, I have done this, the first one, which is composite. Now what are the different enhancements we are going to talk about? So in the enhancement, we use this to make different image enhancement, which is what I'm going to discuss with you right now. So in the enhancement, we have different tools we can stretch here. Here you can actually adjust the display, how it looks and the rest of them, so you can make an adjustment there. Now here we have where you need to darken. Here we have constraint. Here we have this is the brightness. If you want to do the brightness, this is the way you can also stretch. This is the way you can also, this is what you can use to stretch. Now here, this is gamma. As you can see, this is also gamma. Here is DRA, which is dynamic range adjustment. So with this, you enhance the constraint and the brightness automatically for better and clarity. Here is the background, to set the background or transparency of area without data. So any place, anytime you turn on this, any place that does not have color is going to, the transparency going to be seen. Then this one you are seeing here is resampling. So we use this resampling now here to do resampling to change the size of the data. So in my case, I want us to pick few things that are important to us. The first thing you can see here is that first and foremost, I click on composite here and I selected background. So this is going, any place that there is no data is going to remove the background. Here is top up. So there is nothing you see that take effect here, but I'm going to use DRA, which, like I told you us earlier, that DRA is dynamic range adjustment. So if you click on it, you see something that the imagery, bring it a close, look at the imagery right now. Let me turn it off. You can see the color. If you look at the color, you see practically different things from what I'm saying. So if you look here, if I click on the adjustment, you can see here that the color has been adjusted to what it is. So perfectly, this is a way you can adjust the color of the image. So even if you look here now, you see here that the built up area is well seen. If I turn it off, you should be able to see that it is a bit not clear. So this is a way you can make your adjustment. So if you click on it, then you can see now that this have improved. This is top up. You can see this is background to remove the background color. So but as we can see, you can also stretch the gamma. So if you look, I put it to this end, look at the imagery, then I put it to the right end, look at the imagery here. You can see if I double click on it, I will reset it. Now this here, as you hover over it, you can see the name. So if I drag it to the right, you can also see the effect on the imagery. If I drag it to this other place, to the left hand side, you can also see the effect on the imagery. So you double click and then it return back to normal. So you see this is where you can also adjust the constraint, so you can see the color it is now. Now this shows you where this, so if I click on this, that's going to return back to normal. The same thing that happened to this, you can also adjust the imagery here. As you can see, if I double click on it, that's going to return it to normal. But the most important thing, like I said, if you look at this imagery now, how dark it is, and you look at this now, you see that this is actually better. Another thing I want to talk about is the percentage rise here. Now these are different. You put it on none, the image return back to this as normally, as you can see here. You can see how the colorful the whole this thing is. Now, but if I now say this is this is minimum, then if I go down to standard deviation, this is what standard deviation gives us. Now if I go down to histogram equation, this is what histogram equation gives us. If I go down to percentage clip, this is what percentage clip give us. If you go down to S3, this is what S3 give us. So at every point in time, you can see the impact of enhancing this. So if you look at this, it is a bit noisy, not just totally noisy, it's a bit cloudy. You can see here there is atmospheric dust on it. So with this, like this, you should be able to refine your imagery to look better than what it is. So you're able to see features you want to work on. So now if I click on standard deviation and leave it by default, you can see now this is what we have here. on the imagery. So this is a way you can make enhancement on your imagery, and that is going to perfectly get done for you. So this is the simplest and the perfect way of getting this done when you come to enhancing your imagery. Now there are some other tools here which we might not need, like this one I've said is mask, this is clip, this is NDVI. But if you want to do a bad composite, the moment you select the image you want to do a composite, you see this will be activated. This is mosaicing. So if you have issue to do with mosaicing, that's also going to be done for you. Now on a quick one, like we talk about NDVI. In NDVI, because I'm done with the image enhancement a bit for now, so this is what you need to do. You have any question on this? If you don't have question, I think I can proceed, because like I said, this is just a short place where we just need to talk about image enhancement. But if you look at what I did, you will see the impact of what I did, because if I click on this and turn off this, you will see that that is a bit dusty, and if I click on this and turn on this, you see it is better, and you can take this to stretch this to make it look better than what you want, or take this back to make it look better than what you want. So it depends on you. This is gamma. You can also stretch the gamma to the right or to the left by clicking on this. So this is just like a simple way of getting in your image analysis. So if you want to reset it, just click here. That's going to reset everything to 0 to what it is by default. But with this, like I said, you should be able to see that, oh, like the place you are looking here now, if I turn this DRA off, you see the way it is cloudy. If I turn it on, it looks better. So you can see, oh, this is a wetland, this is a water body, this is a water body, this is this. So you can actually make a kind of analysis, or have a good visualization on the imagery. So this is image enhancement. So now